Hi, my name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. Here I show you how I manage our finances as a family of 7 using zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method. So if this is something you're interested in, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Okay, so I don't have my little sidekick here. We're all kind of feeling under the weather, but he's outside with his dad hanging out. So I'm gonna do this. It says our cash stuffing for the first week of March. I did kind of want to go over our envelopes and just kind of where we are. We did take a break from YouTube and kind of did a little bit of a revamp, which I am going to do a little bit something different starting this week that y'all won't see today, but it will be in the video later this week. So I just kind of wanted to go over everything and I'll just do it as I go. But today we are stuffing for the first week of March and it's going to be a total of $1,535. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this off to the side right here so I can see. Okay, so we'll start with my wallet. This is my everyday wallet that I carry. It's got my debit cards, a credit card that we do use for reward points, and my 2 youngest kids envelopes that they get their weekly allowance. They're just not old enough to carry their cash with them, so I carry it with me. And my older 3 children, they are old enough to have their own wallets that they keep up with. Okay, so this is my spending cash. My husband and I both get a certain amount of money just to kind of spend on whatever we want. Mine usually goes to the kids for their overspending. And but yeah, this is kind of just my spending money. So our weekly groceries, we do save up the entire month. That was one of our goals in 2025, was to save up for the entire month for groceries. And then at the end of the month, we go shopping for the next month's groceries. So I think it was not the 28th, but the 27th of February, my husband and I went to the store and we got everything that we planned that we needed for the entire month, minus a lot. We were kind of overstocked on meat in the house, so we didn't have to buy a whole lot of meat. But anyway, so that's in this binder. And then if we run out of stuff throughout the week, dairy products or fruit, anything like that that kind of perishes or my kids just go through really quickly, we have a envelope just for groceries that we need to buy throughout the week. It comes out of, so we total ourselves $1,500 for the month on groceries. $1,200 of it goes into the binders and $75 a week of it goes into the weekly grocery envelope. So dining out, this is mostly for my kids and I when we're out and about and we just want to like grab a pizza or something quick. And if we do have money left over, my husband and I will treat ourselves to go out on a date. It's not very common that we all 7 go out together just because it's super expensive when we do. And with 5 kids, it really is just not that fun. So the dining out does get used up. This is for my nails. I need to make new envelopes. This is for my nails. I did just get a manicure and a pedicure, so it's empty. And this is my son. He's 9 years old, and this is his spending envelope. He's got a couple dollars left in there. And then my 5-year-old Scarlett, this is her envelope. And then any of this money that I end up using my debit card for or the credit card, I usually just pull it out and put it in here. That way I know that it's been spent. Even though it's sitting in my wallet easily, I can pull it out and spend it, but I'll put it in here just so it's kind of out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. And so my receipts, I'll scan into my reward apps. I do like Fetch rewards. I bought a Upside. What's another one that I like to use? Receipt Hog, I think is what it's called. But so I'm gonna take out my change, and I actually set aside the pennies for my daughter. My 5-year-old, she likes to put them in her piggy bank. And then I'll keep the silver coins. So I will set these here for her. Okay. All right, so we'll just go ahead and stuff a wallet for the week. So my spending is getting $30. So that's for me to spend on whatever I want. Weekly groceries is getting, so it's getting at 75. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the monthly envelope, and then the weeklies are gonna get their $75. So 50, 75 in case we need to run out and go get anything. Dining out, it gets 50. Okay. My nails, I did just get a mani and pedi, but this is to start for when I go for the next time. So it gets $20 a week. Jeremiah gets his $5 spending for the week, so he has 7. He is in debt to his older brother though, so that $5 is going to come right back out. Miss Scarlett is getting her $5 for the week, so she is up to 20. And funny story about my little 5-year-old, she figured out how to order off of Amazon. So I actually logged off of Amazon off of my phone, but I was not logged off on my iPad. Just because I noticed she was getting on it, and I was worried that she was going to figure out how to order something. Well, she did, but she got my iPad, and she ended up ordering $200 worth of things. So she had ordered 3 of the same claw machine, which were $40 each, and then like a $60 or $70, I can't remember how much it was, Amika large bottle shampoo. So we told her she could keep one of the claw machines, but I'm definitely returning everything else she bought. So she only has 20 in here, so I'm gonna have to probably spot her my spending money there, and then nothing in back to the bank. So yeah, so she is not allowed on the iPad or the phone. Anything that's Amazon, we have to watch her a little closer. Okay. So this binder is the essentials. This kind of just is what we get into pretty much every week. Something is pulled in and out of here. So our monthly groceries is getting only 200. We usually do 300 a week, but since we didn't spend as much for the month of March, I'm gonna go ahead and only stuff 200 instead of the normal 300, but I know we'll get into this because we will run out of meat. I just didn't have enough room in my freezers to buy more meat for the month. So we will run out probably about halfway, but the money will be in here. So 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 805. Actually 815. That was rolled over. So that's towards the groceries for possibly the second half of this month, but we're working on April's grocery bill. Okay, so we order online, like through Azure Standard or our local farmers with produce and meat and anything else that we can find local, but with like Big Sam's Run, Walmart, Publix, Target, we try to get it all done because I hate having to run back and forth into the next town over to get groceries every week. So gas is getting 100. This is pretty self-explanatory if we gas for our cars. So $245. We do live out in the country, so gas can get a little pricey the more we go back and forth. Household is getting 20. This is for anything that we need to basically run the house. Anywhere from toiletries to bathroom essentials to foil for the kitchen, anything like that. Trying to think of what else would be a good example. AC filters, stuff like that. So anything that we need to kind of run our home. So it's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 220, 225. Okay, health, we did get our tax refund, and so I did kind of bulk up some of the envelopes that did need that needed some help, but it really wasn't an interesting video enough to record it. So health is getting 30. I do have some doctor's appointments, some diagnostic appointments coming up, so I needed to bulk this one up a little bit just in case. So health now has 500, 520, 40, 550, 555. So this is for anything from co-pays, medications, prescriptions, supplements, anything kind of that nature that we use to take care of ourselves. Larger medical bills we do pull from our emergency fund and or like our savings, but if I can save ahead of time, I will, just because I know there are some imagings that need to get done. So I did put an extra $500 in here. Melody, Zyla, and Veda are 2 dogs and cat. This is for treats, grooming, food for them, and they are getting $50. Okay, so they have 150, 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 250. For our pets, farm animals, we have almost like 30 chickens, goats. We're wanting to get more animals this year, but we also need to expand another area on our property. We have about 13 acres and we need to open up another area so we can build, put some fencing up to build a pen. And so, but that'll be later. But farm animals gets 50. This covers their food, vaccinations, anything that they need, treats. So 50, 70, 80, $85. We do as well stock up once a month. So whenever we do our big grocery haul, we also do a big animal feed haul, and we get a whole month's worth of chicken feed, the goat feed, hay, and anything like that that we need for them. So that was kind of what was left over after the end of February to what rolls over into March. And so this is getting ready for what we need to buy for at the end of March to get ready for the month of April, if that makes sense. We're technically a month ahead on stuff like that. So miscellaneous is getting 5. This just kind of covers any of those little random purchases that didn't really fall into a category, but they're only like a few bucks here and there. So they'll come out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. Okay, so let's do short-term sinking funds. So these are something that are going to be coming up in the near future, or we just kind of pull from them at random times. So they need to always have a decent amount of money in them, car maintenance being one of them. This is another one that we did add some money to with our tax return. And it is getting $50, which is kind of usual, what we usually stuff a week for it. So car maintenance has 1,500, 6, 7, 758, 870, 820, 840, 845. So $1,845 for car maintenance. And we have like a 15-seater transit van, and the AC went out, so we need to get that fixed before these really warm Alabama summers hit. And I think my husband said like something about an alternator on another car of ours. So we have multiple vehicles, so that one always gets depleted, I feel like. Clothing gets 50. With 5 kids, we do spend quite a bit on clothing, but thankfully my kids don't mind thrifting, and a couple of them actually enjoy thrifting, so it's kind of cool. So 100, 200, 300, 310, 315. Clothing. I feel like shoes is the biggie that comes out of this envelope. We don't thrift shoes, but so that's what kicks this one to empty is shoes. Garden is getting 5. This is another one that we added a decent amount of money to with our tax refund. Well, not decent, but a few hundred, I think. So 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 390, 395, 396, 397, and 398. I want to save up to get a greenhouse so I can do like my leafy vegetables and herbs in there. So that's what that one is building up for. We did get our potato seeds and the lettuce, broccoli, tomato seeds are going, and peppers. All the things that I can start in our zone at this time are going. So gift giving is getting 5. This is usually goes towards the kids when they get invited to a birthday party, or if they do like a collection at work for something at my husband's job. Well, that's what this is for. So it has 15 so far. It got depleted because my older 3 children went to 2 different birthday parties, and one of the birthday parties was a set of twins. So that one got used up. Home is getting 20. This envelope is for purchases that we make that make our house a home. So we bought a floor lamp for the living room, decorative pillows, what else? Sheets, bedspreads, anything that we buy that makes our house more like a home, feel more like a home. So that is $40 here. Hosting is getting 10. We do live about 1,000 miles from the nearest family member. So if anybody does come and visit us, they usually stay for a longer period of time, usually like a week plus. Or if we have neighbor friends that come over for a get together, we'll pull money out of this just to help offset the cost of groceries, toiletries, or adult beverages or anything like that. So hosting has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65. Man cave / shop is my husband's envelope, and he's getting 30. Okay, so 50, 100, 120, 130. And this usually covers like any alcoholic beverages that he kind of just wants to have in there because he has a bar area. Or if he needs any tools for his shop or whatever he does in there. I'm not even sure. Recreational sport. So this is something that's going to get changed up. I'm considering, because we are a month ahead on our bills, so I'm considering doing a binder and cash stuffing our bills. Just because a few people do ask about, what about your bills, and which I get it, kind of just curious on how we manage our money. It's just our mortgage, and mostly our mortgage is fairly large, and so having to pull that much money a week is, I feel bad going to the teller and be like, here you go, and I need thousands of dollars pulled out a week. But I think I'm going to split it up to the binders will be on Mondays, and then the bills binder will be on Fridays. That way I can kind of spread out how much money I pull a week. So recreational sports, this is for my children. My son's going to be doing football soon. I have a daughter that does dance. My son does taekwondo. So that usually all those funds usually come out of here. Well, fees that come with it. It's getting 20. I couldn't find it on my list. Sorry. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 220, 240 for sports. Self-care, this is for haircuts, which my son just got one today, so we used that up. And then massages, facials. If my husband's not the self-care kind of a guy, but if he wants to go get a massage or facial or something, he can pull out of this as well. But it's kind of self-explanatory. I usually don't pull like my face serums and everything out of this one. Excuse me. I'll use my spending money because those can be quite pricey, and we all 7 share this envelope. So it's getting 10. So now it has 110, and this is just a freebie that came with an order from the Aesthetic Dollar. And just keep it in there. So that is our short terms. Okay, our long-term sinking funds. All right, so car registration, we have the money in here to get our car registration done. I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to cost, but adding to it, we're adding 25. So now we have $1,025 towards our car registrations. Chimney service, this is us getting our chimney swept and serviced every year. We usually do it, I think it's October. So this is just saving up for when that time comes, and we're adding 10 to it. So it has 20, 40, 50, 60, and $70. I think it's usually like 300. I can't remember. I don't think it's that much, but I can't remember. Homeschool, this is for curriculum, school supplies, kind of field trips, random things that we want to do or participate in. It'll come out of here, but mostly it's used for curriculum, and it's getting $20. So it has 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60. So $360. My high schoolers, their curriculum is a little bit on the pricier side, but my younger 3 kids, it's just my 2 high schoolers, but my younger 3 kids, their curriculum is very laxed. We do more of a unschooling method for our homeschool. So the only time that we spend a lot on curriculum is now that my older 2 are in high school. And I'm not about to teach them calculus or chemistry. That's just absolutely not. They're going to get some good quality curriculum to learn that. Okay, hunting season is $10. This is just building up towards hunting season at the end of this year when it opens back up. My husband likes to go hunting out on our property, so that's just covering any funds that he needs to do that. So it has 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, HVAC is when we need to get our AC unit serviced. We do this one in May. So we need to get this one going. So it's getting $20 just to get it serviced before it has to kick on pretty much all summer long. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60. So 260. Professional fees, let me flip my page. Professional fees is getting 10. This is for any licensings that my husband and I need to renew. We're both in the medical field, so this usually we have to pay for our license renewals or subscriptions or anything like that. So 20, 30, 40, and 50. Seasonal lawn care is another one we added some money to from our tax return, and it's getting $10. We have to have a tree removed in our driveway that is dead, and if a good storm knocks it over, it's going to fall over onto our power lines. And some fencing that we have like a 600-foot driveway, and so it would just be costly if that were to happen. So we're gonna go ahead and get it removed. So it's gonna be quite a bit. So that's why we put this money in here. But 5, 6, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 740, and 750, which this isn't enough to cover it. So I'm gonna have to probably pull some money from Garden, unfortunately. All right, septic tank. We did just get our septic tank pumped and serviced, added new leaches. That money came from the savings, but we're saving kind of just like $5 a week, because eventually in the future it will need to be pumped again. and serviced. So just saving $5 a week for whenever that day comes in the future, we'll be prepared. So 20, 25, 30, 35. I figured like if we get it pumped every few years or whatever, and saving $5 a week, we should be able to save enough to have it covered, or at least the majority of it, of what it would cost. So tax prep is getting 10. This is to pay our CPA for doing our taxes for next year. We already filed our taxes, so it has $30 in it. Travel, we do travel across country to go visit our family a few times a year. So this is saving up for those trips, and it is getting $50. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 657, 750. Save up. And then this just covers gas, and when we visit my husband's mom, we just stay at her house with her because it's just her. And so we don't have to pay a hotel. It's just really gas and anything we want to get on the way over there. Of course, we have to stop at Buc-ee's, every Buc-ee's we pass. But then at my mom's house, my children will stay with her, but my husband and I will get a hotel just because there's not enough room for us. So that hotel expense will come out of there. And then it's the trip, the gas money to get back home from there. And then we do have to have a farm sitter. So that's what this money will cover. Veterinarian is for any veterinarian expenses that our animals accumulate. Our dog, she's older, and our new one, we have a Shih Tzu. Her name is Zyla. She's a puppy, so she'll need to get some things done here pretty soon. And then the cat just, I don't even know where the cat is. She's around here somewhere. Every now and then I see her, but she's pretty independent. Veterinarian is, so it got its 50. So it has 1, 2, 3, 354, 450. So that's saving up for yearly vaccinations and all the good stuff. So we are saving up for a zero turn. It is getting $200 to save up towards one. My husband's keeping an eye out to find a used one. And we have about 2 acres that is cleared out and grassed. So my son would really appreciate if we trade in his push mower for a zero turn. So, okay, so holidays. Oh wait, sorry. This is the annuals binder. So these are our annual bills that come out that we just need to save up little by little. All of these pretty much get $5. So Amazon Prime will pull in June. So 20, 25, 30, 35. Saving for Amazon Prime. Our security cameras pull out in January. So this is saving up for next January. It's like 130, I think. So 100, 120, 25, 30, 35. Disney Plus, we just paid in February, so this is getting ready for the next one next year. Pest control is getting $5, so this is our quarterly fees that we have to pay to have our like sprayed for termites and everything. We do live like smack dab in the middle of a forested area, so we do keep this one going. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 15, 20, 125. I think it's like 160 a quarter. So we're almost there with that one. And then Sam's Club gets $5. This will pull in May. It's like $45. So 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have time. Let's get there. Trash pickup we pay in January, and it's like $260, I believe, because we live out in the country, so we have to pay a little bit extra for them to come pick up our trash weekly. So it's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We just pay like a yearly fee to have our trash picked up. So I'm trying to figure out what I did that. Oh, this is like a bills buffer. I don't even really know if I want to do this one. So it's just like to cover the bills as they fluctuate. It usually just kind of stays in our checking account. We have a checking account that's just for bills to auto draft out of, and we're 1 month ahead. And the overage I'll usually put in a separate bank account. That way it's kind of like a buffer. But I wanted to just kind of start this one for any overages. But I'm not sure how I want to do it, but I budgeted for it. So we'll go ahead and just step it. And then this one is the holidays. So Valentine's Day gets $10 a week. So this is for Valentine's 2026, and we have $30. $10 a week will get us to $500. I like to get my kids and my husband like a good little setup, like a basket of goodies for Valentine's Day. So $500 usually covers it. Easter is getting 40. We're trying to play catch up with our holidays because we fell behind when we weren't doing YouTube videos, and we fell behind on our holidays. So I usually save up $500 for Easter because I do give my kids some like baskets, and I kind of go all out for them. So we're just catching up on this one. So 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 5, 10. So 210. And then we're going to skip back here to Thanksgiving. We are caught up on Thanksgiving. We're where we need to be. And my son usually does this for me. So I almost forgot. But we are adding 5 to Thanksgiving. So now it has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Thanksgiving, Christmas is getting its usual 70. So we have 50 and 70. Okay, so Christmas has 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80. 500, 600, so $700 for Christmas. And then New Year's Eve, we do like to get the kids a good little fireworks show. So $250 is usually what we save. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We'll cook, and we live so far from family, so we try to make holidays a big deal for the kids. So that's why our budget for holidays is a little higher than would be expected. Birthdays is getting the last 50. This is saving up for our next birthday is in April. Everybody in the family kind of has like a budget of how much money they're allotted for their birthday, and they can either choose to have a birthday party or to take the money and go shopping, or just kind of do whatever they want with it. But this is saving up for the birthday party that's coming in late April. So 51, 5,200. It's gonna be my daughter's birthday. Okay, and let me do this one. And then Easter, we added $40, and they're $10 an egg. So we're gonna color in 4. These X's are on here because I was trying to like count how many weeks we were behind at the time, and I could wash them off, but I just left them. So that's what they're there for. Okay, so now we have my husband's spending money, which that's his 10, and then my older 3 children, that's his 30, and this is my older 3 children, they're $5 each. and for some reason I have an extra 10 and I'm not sure why. So I will have to find out where that goes. I'll probably catch it while I'm editing. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope that helped explain some of our setup. And I think I'm going to be adding in our bills binder. I'll let you guys know if I do. That video will go up on Friday. I'm just still thinking about it. Let me know what y'all think. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you.